Well, it is greatly disappointing, eh? And it just makes, local suppliers and producers just makes us look like fools. We went down to their local procurement days that they were promoting. Queensland government's going to be buying local. They want all the locals to be supporting their local farmers and so on. And the first contract that we tendered for, and they go and give it to foreign companies, and you go, well, that was a waste of time. And what do they think we are? Make us total fools.
Where do you think that process fell down in the tender? What do you think you didn't have to
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, they're not communicating amongst themselves, or they're just telling porkies. If you're doing this buy local campaign, where does it start and stop, or what's their terms? We ticked all the boxes for as being a local supplier. We're 100% local supplier. Our local farmers, our distribution, everything, our whole network from way to go is local, local families, and the money stays local. It's going around in circles and ultimately it comes back to our local farmers being able to survive.
Well, you mentioned that quantity and providing what they needed may have been an issue, but you would have been able to meet that?
With regards to obviously one of the things is they said, we might not have been able to supply the quantity. Well, we can handle that. Like over Christmas, we had a couple of spikes of 8%. And this contract only equates to 5% of our turnover. And so, therefore, if we can handle spikes unknown that are coming of 8%, I'm sure we can handle a contract of 5% long term. But there's other. It's not just about us. It's about other local producers missing out. We don't have to. We're not squealing if we don't get it. That's fine. But don't give it to a foreign company if you're saying buy local.
Well, the state government is stating that 2 to 3% of the contract will be filled by Lion Dairy for a niche product that they're saying only they can do. Yeah. Would you have been able to do that niche product, and if not, would you have been able to make adjustments?
Well, with regards to, they said, there was a couple of percent that we couldn't have been able to supply. They didn't ask us. And we ticked all the boxes on there, and it was there was chocolate custard over Christmas, 200 litres or something like that. And we talked to other processors, and we would be able to source it and still keep it local and deliver it. We didn't have it in stock here, but we can make things happen. And but it's such a small amount. They went with 2 large companies, and it was a small amount for. And that's why they got. Well, why couldn't they have us or other processors? 2 smaller processors provide it. So their excuses were weak.
In your statement, you said that it would have ensured the safeguarding of the workforce. Without this, what does it mean for 2020, and is the outlook bleak? So
what it is, obviously we're talking about security for our local farmers and local producers, and if the government is saying one thing and saying, buy local, and we're telling our farmers, look, this is happening, the Queensland government saying, look, we're going to buy local, and we're encouraging our farmers to hang in there. We're it's going to turn around soon, and they're doing their damnedest with the drought and all that, and they kept the milk supply up to us, and we're going to, what security have we got if they're not practicing what they preach? How can we have security of our local government, our state government, if they're going to go and give to international companies local contracts? Well, we were getting excited. We thought there was action happening. They're obviously doing their buy local campaign. We went to the launch at Ciramo Wines. They said they were going to be local wine suppliers, local olives, local fruit and veg, local seafood, and they said all of this action was going to happen. And we went to the Ekka. They asked us, can we go down and spend some time at their buy local stall and their stand at the Ekka, and we did all of that. And then you know, then they go and give it to an international company. Well, what about everyone else? What about the seafood and the wine now? It's not about us and Maloney Dairies. It's about, well, that's a way kick in the guts. You know, what's the confidence in our local farmers now? They're you know, doing their work. They're making a decent effort. You know what I mean? And it's costing them money to put milk and produce milk in this climate, and then they go, oh no, you aren't local. You know, we don't care about that, or whatever their excuses were, you know, and I don't know. It's just, yeah, they're not practicing what they preach.